Bring it. Bring it. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's put him on the buses.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. There goes a deep ball, end zone. John Ross, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taylor now returning it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
2nd and 9 now. He finds Taylor, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
You ain't doing nothing today. Ready?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. Taylor. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we get that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Touchdown, defense.
Jackson now. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 12 yards there on the 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the 1st half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Ravens first down.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And some room to roam now. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
11 yards there, first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 2. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He completes it to Bryant. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He completes it to Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Jackson, flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st down, Hilliard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's got this one complete to Perriman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays They're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistent.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Play action. Now Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Back to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends